How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is a map tour for a new-ish mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Southern Blackforest. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, "Welcome to the edge of the Southern Blackforest at 700 meters above sea level. My first map in the LS is a rough replica of my home village and its surroundings, but with many realistic elements. It was important to me to bring a lot of realism while keeping the structure of the map as simple as possible. Most farms here in the region are mixed farms, i.e. arable farming, grasslands, and forestry, mainly in winter. You start as an ambitious organic farmer with modern machines. The camps are as good as empty, and the lush meadows are waiting to be mowed. The grain isn't long in coming either, so you've got your hands full. Fortunately, the local agricultural machinery dealer is your regular colleague, and you can use his combine harvester, which should make the work easier at first. What awaits you on this map? 3 farms, organic, conventional, horses, contractors, 254 lands to buy, 36 forest areas, various sales and production sites. There is water at the local pond and at village well by the church. Elevation model of the region from Google Earth, precision farming. In order for the manure heaps to work on the farms, please sell once and buy again. You need the mod Class Dominator 108SL Maxi by Giants, otherwise the combine harvester will be missing from the dealer. Have fun with the map. Thanks for providing and sharing objects. For support and suggestions for improvements, please use official Giants forum." And this is why I say it's a new-ish mod map, is that there is a changelog 1.1.0.0, and it reads, "Fix non-sellable farm buildings, reduced volume on sound effects, fixed bugs while felling trees." Now, based on everything that I've seen up until this point, I think this is a new release to consoles, but it was released previously to PC and Mac players. It is very, very, very important to note that the 2 note items that were in the description, first one being, for the manure heaps to work on the farms, please sell once and buy again. So that is important. If you are not having if you're having issues with your manure heaps not working, sell the farm, buy it back again, and you should be okay. But the other one here, that you will need the mod Class Dominator 108SL Maxi from Giants, otherwise the combine harvester will be missing from the dealer. I do not show that there are mods required for this map, so there, for some reason, it didn't download that one automatically, so you may have to actually go in and download that one from the mod hub to be able to get it to function properly and get it to work on this map. So just keep an eye out for that one. Now, this map was created by Albi and is 184.71 megabytes to download. And if we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. You start out here, pretty much almost dead center of the map there. Let's see, no mods required for this map, as I said before, and you start out by owning a whole bunch, starting with, starting with farmlands number 1, 7, 32, 38, 50, 51, 52, 53, 60, 63, 85, 86, 126, and 127. Now, starting at the top, farmland number 1 is your main starting farm, and it does have a grass field associated to it, which is ready to harvest. Farmland 7 is empty. Farmland 32 is an oat field ready to harvest. 38 is a wheat field ready to harvest. 50, 51, 52, and 53 are all poplar fields, and 50, 51, and 52 are all growing, while 53 is ready to harvest. 60 is a grass field ready to harvest. 63 is a grass field ready to harvest. 85 is a grass field ready to harvest. 86 is a grass field ready to harvest. 126 is a grass field ready to harvest. And 127 is a grass field ready to harvest. You are able to purchase all areas in the map, and if we click on this area here, you'll see this periphery bit here. Farmland number 255 is $2.3 million. Pretty expensive for the periphery, but farm prices do vary on this map and vary greatly. So you can see here this little sliver of land here, 15,221, get a little bit bigger at 141,000, but prices get insane later. 226,000, 316,000. The farmlands, like the fields, are not that terrible, but if we get out here into the forest, 615 million, 795 million, 585 million, and so on and so forth. But we will see it later just how pricey some of the land can be. So we scroll down to our animal screen. We do start out with animals. We have a chicken pasture as well as a cow barn. Contracts are available on this map. No production chains to start out with, and no collectibles to start out with. If we take a look at mods specific to this map, starting with the buy menu, there are no mods specific on the buy menu, but on the build menu, under buildings and sheds, we scroll over to the right, you will see Southern Blackforest. Those are the mods specific to this map. You will only find these mods, coded in such a way for this particular map. Let's see, under silos, you'll see, again, some more mods specific to this map. Nothing under silo extensions. Under containers, though, you will see a couple here. Got a couple of fuel tanks. Let's see, under tools, you do have mods specific to this map under tools, and then under farmhouses, you have several additional farmhouses. Under productions, we scroll to the left, and under factories, there is nothing under factories, but under sell points, we scroll to the right, you will see Southern Blackforest mods specific to this map. And then under greenhouses, you have one mod specific to this map, nothing under orchards or generators. Now under animals, you do have mods specific to this map for cows, horses, pigs, sheep, chickens, nothing for bees, and you have them under others. So you do have an additional doghouse specific to this map. Nothing under decorations whatsoever, but under landscaping we do have additional painting swatches, as you can see here. Nothing for trees or plants. Now we do start a little ways outside of anything, so I'm going to go ahead and lease a vehicle and go ahead as well to teleport to it. So give me just a second to do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and teleported to the shop area after purchasing a vehicle. Now let's go ahead and start the tour back up. Right here we have the repair trigger right behind me, and over here, tucked away in here, we have the shop trigger. There we go. Now again, according to the description, there should be a class dominator somewhere in here. I didn't download the map, did download that mod, so it didn't actually show up here. But it's supposed to be here if you download that mod, and is available to you to use. Let's see, let's hop in here. Now I will say that the road network on this map is incredibly difficult. Mainly because you can't really see where you're going on the map unless you zoom in on the other screen. So you're basically going to have to kind of jump back and forth trying to find different things. Nope, we want to pull just a little bit further ahead. Alright, so starting with this area here. So let's take a look at the map. So we started, where were we? We're basically up and around this area here, I believe. And we teleported down here to the main store. We saw the repair trigger as well as the shop trigger. We then came out to the main road here, drove down the street. If we take a look at farmland number 74, can purchase that for $41,643, which we will do. And we now have access to a pig barn. Or pig pasture, I should say. 5 pigs are already here, and you have room for 30 total. So water here, feed here, and I don't think slurry is a thing in this one. So yeah, no slurry for that one. And now pull around just over here. Hop out. We're going to run over to here where we have a bale and pallet storage tucked away back here. Go back to the truck. Now heading down the road, passing where we were originally there at the shop. Right here is our next point of interest. We have a beehive tucked away in here. Now I'm not sure. There is no spawn point for the honey as far as I have found. I think that it may be close enough to your starting farm to where if you install a spawn point for the honey that it will actually start to produce. I'm not certain of that though. Over here we have the stone crusher at the recycling center sell point. Now there are going to have to be several updates made for this map, and one of them is right here. This is the carpentry and wood trade. Now you can purchase this for $100,000, but I do not recommend doing that. This is why. Let's go ahead and buy it. And you can see wood in, wood chips out. Now I have installed the Platinum Edition DLC to make sure that there was no missing component, and I couldn't find anything in particular other than this. It just seems like the output for planks is actually missing from this production. So if you buy it, input is here with a wood cell trigger, and you have your wood chip output here. And I don't recall seeing a output for... Yeah, I don't see an output for the planks marked, but you're not going to be able to produce them. So maybe that's the issue, is that there's no designated output, so hence no product to produce. Question mark, question mark. So that is one of the issues I've come across on this map in particular. So heading down here. Now we're gonna go deep into the forest back here. Ooh, yeehaw. Keep following this road, tucked way back here. This is the sawmill. Now this I'm going to purchase, even though this is just a basic sawmill. Now, yeah, let's back away from that because that's just loud. So, you can see the recipe appears to be the same, just this one has planks as an output and wood chips as the same. It seems like the carpentry and wood trade are supposed to be the same as this one here. It's just this one appears to be miscoded. I could be wrong about this. This could be accurate, but I just don't see that being correct. But we have wood chip output here. We have our input here with a wood cell trigger here, and our output for our planks is right here. So use this production, not the one there in town. So now we need to follow this road all the way back out. Yeehaw! Oh, and there's a tree. I don't know how it didn't go flying off the road and just smack right into one, but I will take my wins when I can. So, if we take a look at the map and show where we've been up until this point. So we were here at the pig farm, came down the road to see the bale and pallet storage, came back around this little loop here, through town where we saw the beehive here, and then the stone crusher at the recycling center, what I presume is the broken carpentry and wood trade. Then we came up into town, down to the sawmill here. We then came back up the road to this area here, and this is where we sit. But if we take a look at farmland number 3, this is what I was talking about property being incredibly expensive. $2.8 million for this piece of property. Farmland number 3, go ahead and purchase that, and you can see now we have access to another farm. This is what I'm going to call farm number 3. So the pig farm was farm number 2. This is going to be farm number 3. Here we have a sleep trigger. We have a cow barn right here. We have 20 cows already with room for 150. Manure heap here. Now again, one of the line items that was in the description said specifically, in order for the manure heaps to work on the farms, please sell once and buy again. So I think you need to sell this farm. If you want this manure heap to work, you got to sell it, or you got to buy it, sell it, and then buy it again. That's what I think is what being asked of you here. Manure heap here, cow barn here. We have the room that I discussed before. We have our milk trigger here. We have our straw trigger there. And in here, our feed input is here. On the back side is the slurry trigger right there. We have a fuel tank right here and a bunker silo back here. Let's go back to our truck. Now, I really hope I do not get lost because, like I said, it is kind of a maze throughout this area. I think it was through here. Yes, so here to my left is the pizzeria sell point, and tucked away in here to my right here, is the village store sell point. So now let's hop back in the truck. Heading down the road a little ways. Now right here is an electrical charging station. Head off to the right. Following this around. Now up through here. We come to a stop again and we take a look at the map. So we were here at the cow farm. We then came up through town where we then saw the pizzeria, the village store. We passed by the electrical charging station. We came out to here, up to here. And if we take a look at farmland number 4, again, 4.6, almost $4.7 million for this farm. Farmland number 4, purchase it. We now have access to farm number 4, as I'm calling it, a sleep trigger right here. Let's see, is it? Yes, repair trigger right here. Fuel tank here. And we have a power wash there, as well as a garden right here, a greenhouse. And now we're going to go ahead and head all the way up to the northeast corner of the map. And again, we are going to come across yet another issue that I've come across. So tucked away all the way back up here in the northeast corner. Oh, yeehaw. Gotta take a look at the map one more time. Let's get down here. Ooh. Alright. So take a look at the map. We were here. This is farm, what I'm calling farm number 4. We then came up the road here, up and all the way around to this upper corner here. If we take a look at farmland number 73 and purchase this for $234,339, again, I do not recommend purchasing this one. And here, unless you're purchasing it for this field here, but do not purchase it for the sheep. And the reason being is, if we come in here, we hop the fence, you'll see 7 of 15 sheep can fit in here. But you also come over here and you see no food, no water. Well, the problem is I can't find a place to give them food or water. I cannot find one whatsoever. Like, it almost seems like it might be somewhere just hidden in the hill here, because you can see where the pasture is supposed to be, like right in this kind of general area. I also don't see a spawn point for wool. Like, just seems like there's a lot of things missing here, and I just don't understand where to go. So yeah, like I said, do not purchase this for the sheep, only purchase it for the field. All right, so here to my left, this is the agribusiness sales silo. That is a buy point. To the right is, right there, the agribusiness potato and beet haul sell point. We then have the the wood chips sales sell point. In front of me is the agribusiness sell point. And then here is the stone crusher at agribusiness. So now heading back up the road, we have to follow this all the way around. Yeehaw! Continue to follow this around. I believe it's this way. Passing by the little soccer field here. And then to the left. And here, we're kind of looping back around, passing by the electrical charge station. We then make a right. Oops. Cut that a little too hard. All right, so right here is the animal dealer. Now you can come to this location and use this icon specifically, or the icons at any of your pen and pastures that you have already installed in the map, to purchase your animals. But if you use this icon directly, you will incur a additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. Basically, the animal dealer is taking the animal from this location and delivering it for you into your pen and pasture. Now, it gets a little bit expensive. You can see here, with an adult cow, it's $100 per cow. So that'll add up really quickly. If we were to purchase enough to fill up our pen, we'd spend an extra $5,000 just to fill up the pen. Now you can save that money by bringing an animal trailer to this location, loading the animals directly into it, and then delivering the animals to your pen and pasture yourself. That'll save you that delivery fee. Right behind this is the animal dealer sell point, and you have a bunker silo right here. Now, one thing I meant to check, but I didn't beforehand, is you do not own the land that is on here. So you do need to purchase this periphery in order to use this bunker silo if you want to use it. Now, it's $2.3 million to purchase it, but it gives you pretty much all the periphery area where the businesses and all those things are kind of located. So now we need to continue out. No, it's not where I meant to go. Let's see, I think. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. This is where I meant to go. So now if we continue down here, and follow this all the way out, make a left here, and then take this all the way out to the very end, just tucked away very, very deep into the forest here. Tucked away deep in the forest here. This is the Forest Mill sell point. So now we have to do quite a bit of backtracking. Now we head back towards town. Let's see, I think I need to go this way. Yes, here we go. And then here we need to check the map one more time. Yes, right here. So, where was I? I think we had last made it all the way here to the sheep barn. So we checked out the sheep pasture here that I'm pretty sure is busted. We've got the agribusiness potato beet haul, the agribusiness, if I can click on it, the business sales silo. We have the wood chip sales, the agribusiness, and the stone crusher at the agribusiness. We then came all the way back into town, right through here, down past all this. We saw the animal dealer and animal dealer sell point. We then came all the way out to here, and then followed this road to the Forest Mill, came all the way back, followed this back into town, and then came to here, farmland number 2. If you purchase that for $1.6 million, you now have access to farm number 6. where you have a hayloft right here. You also have, let's see, oh, tucked away over here, a sleep trigger here, a wardrobe trigger in the garage, and there, and here, a horse barn where you have 4 horses already, and you have room for 8 total. Feed goes here. Also straw, I do believe, if you want to lay down a manure heap. And that is it. Now we're continuing down the road. Right next door is our main starting farm. Right here. So now that we're at the starting farm, let's take a look at our starting equipment. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Take a look at the starting equipment. So under the buy menu, under owned items, small tractors, we have a Fendt Vario 314 and a Favorite 515. We have the AB CC66. Cars is one I purchased already, so that doesn't come standard. Trailers, the Kloss Carrot 140 TD. The plows, the Pottinger Servo 25. Cultivators, the Horsch Toronto 3FX. Under seeders, we have the Nordstein HK25 and S3030. Under manure spreaders, we have the HA DST16. Under slurry tanks, the FarmTech Super Cease 800. Weeders, the Enbach Pneumatic Star 900. Mowers, the Pottinger NovaCat 301 AM ED Pro. Front mower, the Tedders K-Brand GF 8712. Windrowers, a Krone Swadro TS970. Forage wagons, the Pottinger Faro 4010D. Balers, the Fendt Rotana 160 V Combi. Bale loaders, the Anderson RBM 2000. Forestry equipment, the Kessler 144ND. Animals, the Anderson Pro Chop 150. Front loaders, the Quickie Q7M. Front loader tools, we have the Albut Universal Bucket, Manure Fork, the Quickie Big Bag Lifter Single, and the Albut Bale Spike. Weights, the 10 Winkle Pack 750 and Agco 650. And that is everything. So if we take a look around, got a little bit of storage. It is a bit of a smaller farm. Sleep trigger right here. Chicken pasture here. Room for 30 chickens, and you start out with 6. Feed goes in there. Eggs spawn over there. Have a manure heap right here. Have our cow barn here. Slurry trigger there. Feed input here. We have a fuel tank here. Cow barn has room for 60 cows total, and you start out with 10 of them. And milk trigger here. Straw trigger right there. And that is it. That is the entire map for Southern Blackforest. Now it is time to render my opinion and let you know what I think. 0 to 5 scale as per usual. And I'm kind of a mixed bag on this one. There are some parts of this I like and that I like a lot. The kind of terrain and how everything's designed is very, very nice. It's got a very aggressive landscape. So it reminds me a lot of Erlengrad in that regard, where we get this very beautiful, nice rolling hills. There's tons of fields everywhere, and you start out owning quite a bit of fields, which is going to make it a little bit easier for you to kind of roll up and go from there. Some of the things I really don't like, on kind of the flip side of that same coin, is that there are mods that are what appear to be required for this map, but it doesn't make you download them automatically like most maps do. So you have to go in and either read the description before actually coming onto this map, or you just risk not getting that bit of equipment. Specifically, what I'm talking about is that Kloss Dominator Harvester. that should be part of the required mods, in my opinion. But the color palette on this is absolutely beautiful. There's lots and lots going on. It reminds me so much of the Giants map Erlingrat, but with more actual fields and less grass. And I really like it. I do. But between the errors that are on the map, or what I perceive are going to be listed as errors on the map, between the not properly tagging the required mods and those kind of things, it just kind of leaves me kind of humming and hawing about this map. So I think that if those issues were fixed, I would probably grade this maybe in the realm of a 3.5, so somewhere around there, about a 3.5. But with it as it sits right now, probably I'm gonna go with maybe a 2.5. It's probably just below average. With those issues addressed, above average. I like it. I do think that this is a nice map. Very, very narrow in the lanes, so you're not going to be able to have huge monstrous equipment or anything like that. You can see here's the poplar fields. It's very rare that I've ever seen a map where there are poplar fields as a kind of base game or base map. So I like that this area is here, and that you have all these different poplar fields in different stages of growth. So you've got this first stage here, second stage here, third stage, and then way down at the end there is ready to harvest. And these are all yours. Like, this is, every bit of this is yours to deal with. So that's really cool. So you're going to have a lot of wood chips, to be able to work with. Again, that one sawmill area right there in town, I'm pretty certain that that's a broken sawmill. I don't think it's only supposed to have wood chips as an output. But there's so much just beauty all around this map. I mean, just this forestry area here, just the undulations, the color palette, the terrain, just everything really kind of hits for me. It hits very well for me on this map. But yeah, those issues kind of drag it down too. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about this map. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.